Yo, what's up? Welcome to Lockdown Imbizo. My name is Tabiso. Another session is underway. We are here, and today we're just going to be discussing the lockdown, and we're going to be discussing how it's impacted us, be it from a relationship point of view, from a financial point of view, to various stuff, parenting and so on. So as usual, I'm not alone. I've got the team with me, and I also have got a special guest. Actually, not only one, but two special guests. So we're gonna go around the virtual table, and they're gonna introduce themselves.
Hi guys, Ketla once more here. Welcome to Lockdown Imbizo, all the way from Cape Town, but originally from Fostoras. Oi. Next.
Hi guys, Loazi here. I'm in Johannesburg, and I'm one of the special guests on Lockdown Imbizo. So good to be here.
Hi, I'm Rosie. I'm from Johannesburg, and just like Loazi, I'm the other special guest. And the reason I'm in a gown Liduku is because I was told 5 minutes ago, so please don't judge. I wasn't ready for this.
Hi guys, Apelele here, usual member, not a special guest. So yeah, I'm excited to see where this conversation is gonna take us. So yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah, okay. So whatever happened to ladies first? Certainly it doesn't work that way on Imbizo. The gentleman here just hopped into it. All right, so let's get to it now. Lockdown, how have you been finding it? Has it been a positive thing or a negative thing for you? And in what way?
Okay, can I start with this one?
Cool.
Okay, so for me, lockdown, it's crazy because the lockdown, it hasn't really changed my lifestyle actually, which tells you what kind of a life I live. It's actually quite boring. So I don't even feel like, even when we were in like super duper quarantine when you couldn't do anything, I really didn't feel like I was locked up, like everyone was going on about it, because like not much changed from a day-to-day perspective. The main difference was the fact that I was at home much more, but like going out and the whatever, I miss it, but it hasn't really had a huge lifestyle change for me in that aspect, because I don't really have an exciting life. But the main thing I think for me that's been a huge change is homeschooling, guys. Young homeschooling, like I don't even know what to say. Second thing that is killing me is the fact that when I heard about the lockdown, I thought, okay, cool, I was gonna save a lot of money because I mean you're at home. Hey, la, actually, it's crazy because I haven't seen the saving. You know, you're like, okay, you're not traveling to work, so you're gonna see the same. And you only saving. I've seen people are going on about they're saving money. Da, da, da. I'm like, where is this money that you're saving? Like groceries are expensive. So, one of you can tell me something that you're doing that is helping you out financially. But for me, I find lockdown super duper expensive. You know, and I don't think I've been sober this long before, so that's also quite challenging. And relationships, velang Jolie. No, I can't say, but the one thing that really irks me is these things that I'm seeing from Atumuntu, the cutting off toxic people. Don't check up on me, we lock down. Can I just say, can people get over themselves? Get over yourselves. We're still trying to deal with the pandemic. We're still trying to cope with the new circumstances. I find it super narcissistic the way that people are going about some of the things that we lock down. But that's like a general overview of the things that are irking me or how I'm finding a lockdown right now. I don't know what you think, Rose, since it's ladies first. Asish.
Okay, so first point, the thing that I picked up the most from what you said, the groceries. Guys, there's no ways. Literally, it's impossible to save for me as well, because I feel like that amount that I spend on transport is going on the extra cost, your groceries. So it's like, it doesn't really make a difference in terms of my monthly spending. Do you know what I mean? Because that transport money, it's going to food and snacks and face masks and coconut oil. Well, when I've just done my deep conditioning, so the monies are here, guys. It's hectic. In terms of positives, the one thing that has been positive for me during the lockdown is my spirituality. So I pray often, I read the Bible often. So that's something that has pushed me closer to God, for one. Downside, I miss gym. Like, I'm a gym bunny. I'm the type of person that goes to gym like 3-4 times a week. So now it's very difficult for me because I struggle with home workouts. Like, I can't pull out a mat and jump up and down. It's just, I feel like home workouts have their people and I'm just not one of them. So I haven't been exercising, which is not good. And in terms of lifestyle, I am struggling. I'm an extrovert. So Ukehla knows I'm the one that organizes the squad every weekend. So me being at home, I am not okay. Like, I'm a very social person. So being confined for, what is it now, 44, 45 days, it's difficult. But I'm surviving. I mean, we don't have a choice, do we?
Yeah. I mean, from my side, I've been struggling as well, especially, I think financially, I wouldn't say it's been beneficiary for us, you know what I mean? Because when you go down to Pick and Pay, everything is hiked up, you know what I mean? I used to buy Crash for like 25 rands. Now it's like $30 for Oros Crash, you know what I mean? And then when it comes to alcohol, bro, there's this guys by Situala on the side. Now it's 10 Valentine's, $900, 900 rands for Valentine's. Where have you heard that stuff happen? So it's crazy. We're spending all our savings on syntax, you know what I mean? Now I'm trying to go buy, for a friend of mine, e-cigarette. This guy tells me, it's $100, 100 rands for 20 of cigarettes. And as these other brands, both Caesar, both J, what, FK, I don't know what the thing is called. So lockdown is
so cool.
Hey, bruh, you're gonna get sick. They're gonna get sick, not me.
This is how niggas die.
Some people die because of the government has given these guys on the slide, giving them, you know what I mean, selling it as a counterfeit for expenses. But on the positive side, I wanna lock down in terms of work-wise. I get a lot of work done from home, a lot more work done at home. There's less distractions. I want you think clearly when you're back home, and you actually get to know yourself much better as a person. Because you have introspect, self-therapy. It's one of those things, but it's lockdown in Imbizo. How do you see it?
Yeah, look, so with me, we've got a running joke, Espani, where every time like you're on a conference call, every conference call, people always want to use the first 5 minutes to ask you how the lockdown's doing, how you coping with the lockdown. So I mean, I always tell them, Ubuti, it's obviously given me an opportunity to really get to know the people that I live with, because I live with my girlfriend and my daughter. So like, you know, and I'm realizing that they are pretty nice people. I didn't know that I'm living with such great. So, at the same time, I think the longer that this thing goes on, like you start to pick things here and there, you know, unnecessary arguments. You know, you know, I've been cooking for 3 days in a row. You know, like stuff like that. Yeah, well, so.
And Lord is not.
Yeah. We lost you a bit there.
Yeah.
Where did you lose me? Sorry, man. I was getting a call.
You
lost when you were cooking.
I was like, wow, this guy cooks for 3 days.
Now I'm cooking for like 3 days in a row, and she doesn't want to cook. you know, like it's just but overall, yeah, what I do like though, and I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, what I do like about this lockdown is that it's kind of forced you. I think we all have that one side hustle that we've always wanted.
No, man, but that caller must wait.
Do that one thing that we've always wanted to. Oh, no, do not disturb and stuff like that. Yeah. Shit.
This person keeps calling him when he talks about cooking. Just your pega is serious. But what I wanna ask in general, like openly, are there any like major decisions that you as a this time that have been accelerated by lockdown, you know, or is there any change that you're about to make because of the fact that we locked down? It could be personally, it could be emotionally, it could be anything, but is there anything that you see, yes, this thing has actually shifted my life?
Yo, that's hectic.
Sure.
Yeah.
Question. Saturday night usually see it's a groover, but
Okay, actually, I do have something that just came to mind. So last year, for a few months last year, I was applying for my foundation. And it's something that I'd been working on for about 4 or 5 months last year. And it got approved end of October 2019. So the one thing was that I said to myself is that, listen, I'm starting another course with UCT in January. So I was like, for the duration of the short course, let me just focus on school, get this course out the way, and then I'll focus on my foundation, Kabo, May, June, right? So fine, I focused on school and everything. And then the lockdown obviously came out of the blue, and I was like, okay, so this just happened. And then weirdly enough, this guy slid into my DMs on Twitter. And he was like, so bear in mind, I hadn't told anybody, it was never on social media or anything. And this guy slides into my DMs, he's like, hi, I'm low on electricity, sent me a picture of his meter. And was like, I'm almost out of electricity, we're hungry, please can you help us in any way? So then I thought about it, I was like, okay, so I have a foundation, get locked down, no? And I was only supposed to start working on it around May, June. So I was like, why don't I start a lockdown food parcels initiative, actually? So got my team together. Okay, I'm like, guys, this is unplanned. This is unplanned. We are not prepared. The logo is not done. There's just a lot of unfinished business with the foundation. But, you know, the lockdown, Corona, everything just came at a time when no one was expecting it. You know, a lot of entrepreneurs, you know, street vendors, people have salary cuts, people can't work. So I was like, actually, let me start a food parcels initiative. And I felt like the lockdown, low key, was something that I needed to push me into actually starting to do something with my foundation, because I was relaxed. I have time. Life was like, no, babes, you're starting today, whether you're prepared or not. So that's the major decision that I had to take. Okay, cool, team, this is what we have to do. I can't pitch for funding because get locked down, no? So the best we can do is, you know, get word out, get donations and everything. And we managed to raise around 12,000 in under 2 weeks. So we got those food parcels out. And so that's why, Wabana, as much as obviously I'm upset about my social life and everything, the lockdown really has done amazing things for me, you know, in terms of the community service work that I was forced to do, you know, out of my comfort zone, as unprepared as I was. And I'm actually glad that it happened, because come May, June, who knows, I was probably going to be like, okay, now this came up. I look at the foundation in October, you know. So I was forced to actively get up and start doing something for the foundation. So yeah, that's it on my side. Like I spoke for so long. Excuse me, guys.
no.
Anyone else like what that, like, I think that's amazing. Really. I think that's absolutely like a beautiful story. It actually shows would say yes, we are all in lockdown, but there's things that you can do within the time to basically get closer to where you want to go. So I think that's amazing for everyone that you've helped. I think, yeah, kudos to you and your team.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, just to add on to what Rose said. So for me, yeah, lockdown has had like a lot of a change, you know, a lot of opportunities and some opportunities that were supposed to happen also ended up slipping away. Because I look at my corporate career, there was a plan that was supposed to happen before lockdown, but lockdown struck, and because of budget cuts and so on and so on, there had to be a couple of changes. And then on my entrepreneurial career now, I'm also an entrepreneur. Loaz is actually my business partner and best friend as well. So we have this opportunity that we got, was it last week, Loaz, or 2 weeks back, where we were approached. I'm not going to give away a lot of detail, but we're approached by basically a company that wants to work with our company in South Africa to try and get them clients just to partner with us. So it's a nice opportunity because they've got the resources that we need to make things happen, resources that we typically struggle with, is just me, Loazi, and our other partners. So it's a nice opportunity. And I mean, that's, you know, and constantly thinking, Gucci, you know, from this lockdown, we can actually capitalize. And I always tell Loazi, Gucci, during every pandemic and all these things, there are billionaires that are made out of it. And with this one, we want to be one of those guys that will be counted as billionaires that were made as a result of the COVID-19. You understand? So yeah, and as a result of that, the biggest struggle is switching off, because I failed to switch off. Like I work, I do my 9-to-5 corporate job up until my 6, 7, and then from there I'm moving into the hustle, and then you find yourself working up until my 12 or 1, even 2, you know. So yeah.
So just to jump in there, guys, I saw I got kicked off the. Hey, anyway, so I was having a conversation with a business owner in where I live. So what's happening right now, and it's quite interesting to see it happen and unfold in front of our eyes, is actually in the entire West Rand, Uber Eats does not function. You can download the app and order food. It'll tell you we are currently not in that region, currently not operating in that region. And what this has effectively done is it has made, and I'm going to say black people because that is like the majority of the people of Atalala. It has made black people comfortable and trust services such as, you know, online, you know, call and collect, and delivery services, and it has forced local entrepreneurs to enable that service because people aren't allowed to leave their homes. You need to take your product to wherever the customers are. And what is interesting about that is the fact that you find that there's a couple of pubs, and they also sell food. Yeah, so there's like a pub called The Joint. There's another one called Toast Butchery. There's another one called Rooftop, and they all sell ikaol. But the interesting thing is now everybody's enabling the delivery service. One is like, no, text this WhatsApp and we'll deliver to where you are for 20 Rand if you're within the West Rand. You know, go on our Facebook page. But nobody is going and saying, there's all these places that are offering deliveries, but I have to go to that particular page and that page. You know, there is no one platform where I can just log onto there that's got all these places like Uber Eats, and I can just pick where I want to order from, as opposed to going to that page, leaving that page, going to that page, leaving that page, going to that page. So it is opportunities like this, that come up where, you know, you can, if you do have that platform already, or it's something that you've been thinking about, you know, then now is the time. Now is the time to really make that stuff that you've been wanting to make happen. Me and this dude, Tabiso, we're running a website called Chic Centric in Varsity. That website addresses exactly what I said right now. Back in Varsity, dog. And the market wasn't ready back then.
We were so ahead, bro. Our shit was so far ahead.
Yeah, guys.
Like light years ahead, dog. You know, like, so Yeah, that's what the lockdown like has done for me. You know, I'm starting to think about these things. I'm starting to see opportunities everywhere, and obviously you can't seize everything because, like to the point, you don't switch off. Yeah, well, you end up working in the night, and it affects your relationships. Because she kept on coming in. Once so that's what we have to deal with, guys.
Yeah. Now, man, I think lockdown has given us a chance to unlock our true potential, and also given us the chance to actually reinvent ourselves. Yeah, because I know it's so pushing. We're KG, because now we're KG. I don't want to say FG. But yeah, so imagine not having to get inyamagato. So we need to we find ways how to survive in this.
Khetla ubuyaphi njo lonke nami uthi uphume East Rand manje ngoba ubona ulwazi sophume West Rand khetha njo East or West uphuma va.
What is the difference?
You can't be both, chief. You can't be both. Choose one.
Time is offline is fine. So offline, so okay, we're gonna go offline. But anyway, so we're just finding ways to better our lives in this lockdown. And for me, I think it's giving me a chance to actually, dig deep and actually plan my way and plan my life with what is it that I really want. Because we are caught in this rush of going to work, Monday to Friday, suspending, and on Friday night to going for drinks, Sunday it's church. Yeah, so there hasn't been time for us to actually, calm down and take a pause and step back and say, what is it that's really valuable to you? So, this time is actually giving me a chance to think about what is it that actually matters to me? What is it that I actually value? And how do I invest in what I actually value? I don't have a business in it, but for me, it's been more about my values and how I want to live my life after lockdown.
Sizocasha ungawa.
Nongawar, I've got the... Back to you, Mr. Pelele.
Yeah, I think it's so cool to actually hear what you guys are saying. It's because we started it off obviously with that are crappy, but now it's like it's turning into there's still opportunity, there's still lights. People still see the benefit of stillness that lockdown is, and the fact that there's still opportunity and there's still things that can be done within the space. I hope it's going to be a message that's going to resonate with other people as well that are watching this, to actually realize obviously we are not stuck, it's not over. You just have to find a way to kind of like navigate through this thing in a way that is positive, because we open it, and I think it's also opening up an opportunity to collaborate a lot more, because people are now open to the idea of working with someone else, because it's like you don't have all the opportunities that you had before, so now you kind of need to lean on someone else's expertise, because everything is digital now, so if you've got a really great idea, it now needs to go online so that you can reach as many people as possible. I think there's a lot of benefit in everything that everyone's saying. For me, something really simple, but I think it's really cool. I've always wanted to have like a group of women that actually come together and basically do things that are impactful. So over this time, I've been to establish this group of ladies that have come together, and I put the net out on social to say, if you want to be a part of this, let me know. And the response was amazing. I mean, people were joining onto the link, and now we've got a family of about 30 people that are open, and we chat every day. We come together. If someone has a problem, we basically help with that. So it's something that I've always wanted to do, but it wasn't received before. But now, because it's been locked down, things have been quiet, people have been looking for an avenue and a place to reach out. So for me, I think it's really helped when it comes to connecting with people in a relevant way and in a way that's actually meaningful. It's amazing to reach people and to have deep conversations with people from all over the country. So for me, it's been great in that aspect.
Cool. We're gonna wrap it up now because of time. Loazi and Rose, thank you for coming through.
Thank you for having us. Even though I was told
Uh,
5 minutes before, Ketla, do better. Do better.
Next time, Rose, I'll prepare next time. Prepare you next time better.
but you did well, you see. And usually Imbizo has got a tendency of absorbing people that come as guests. They end up being part of the furniture. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, cool. So I think the gist of it is that, I mean, the lockdown has brought about its disadvantages, but there's also a lot of advantages and opportunities that are out there. So just try and spend the time that you have to yourself. Think through your values, like what Kesha said. Think about what you want to do, what interests you. Look out for the opportunities that may be out there for you, and just try to capitalize on those. Because what typically used to cost you money, you can do it now. You know, to set up a meeting with someone, typically you would have to travel to Joburg to go meet a company, but now you just do it on Zoom, and you save money. You know, you can have business partners from across the borders. I mean, the list is endless. So, lockdown Imbizo. Thanks for
Let's see your hairstyle, Chief. Let's see your hairstyle quickly.
Don't forget.
When I saw lockdown.
Okay, yeah, lockdown. I also have a new look. Tune into the next episode. I'm not gonna be wearing a hat. You're gonna see my new look.
I'm also gonna have my fro out. Ready, man.
Sharp, lockdown Imbizo.